Oak Park here, 97 on the ticket.
Hey, how you doing, man? First of all, go Blue. Go Blue. Second of all, somebody who's really low key. How about Jim Caldwell? How about that? You know what I mean? He had a over a 500% winning rate on the Lions. Got rid of him for no reason. We had to rebuild after him, but
Right.
shout out to Jim Caldwell.
Oh, he was a terrific guy, but didn't lead to anything like some of the others that people have mentioned.
How about Craig Monroe?
SEMO?
People forget how important he was.
Oh, you're
for that
right.
06 team.
Yeah, he was. He had a lot of home runs that season.
He had 27 home runs and 92 RBI. 28 home runs.
27 was his number.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
You mean he
he
belted 28 home runs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
The
The year before, in 2005, he had 20 homers and 89 RBI. He was part of the 03 team, and he did 23 homers and had 70 RBI that year. They the 119 losses. 03.
Yeah.
I was waiting. It was in the thick and thin.
I was waiting for our Marcus Kent.
He didn't do a lot, though. I'll give some credit to King McNamara here.
Yeah. How about Brian Murray? I mean, he didn't win, but after Damaris, he came over, and the Rebels were really, really good. They just couldn't get over the hump until Scotty came.
Yeah. I mean, so that's what I was trying to think of. Okay, who are the 87, 88 Pistons where they just couldn't get over the hump? What you look at and say, well, that guy was there, and I think they already nailed it with
They got fond with him, and they get screwed by the call fans. How damn he would have been the NBA Finals. He had great season. Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Jim Harbaugh will join us at 8:35 right now.
This is a pretty wild story. There's a driver that's actually okay after driving over an overpass and crashing on I-75 early this morning. And when you hear that a driver drove over an overpass, about 16 feet crashed onto the highway below, you would think,
not good.
not good. Apparently, the driver only suffered a broken ankle. The car completely demolished. Very, very scary situation. It happened right around 2 a.m. this morning at the Brush Street overpass in Wayne County. It's still being investigated. We don't know what caused the crash. People at the scene believe that the car that crashed onto the freeway actually fell on top of another vehicle. So there's a whole lot going on, but very scary, and also lots of instructions to commuters because there was a lot of highways closed down after this crash occurred. But thankfully, I'm glad to hear the driver is doing all right. We've all played Monopoly. I'm guessing this game it's a classic. It's been around for a long time, and speaking of a long time, a game of Monopoly can actually take a very long time. And a game of Monopoly took an Oklahoma man straight to jail.
Oh, really?
Yes. Did not pass go. Did not collect
$200.
No, he didn't get to do any of those things. This guy's name is John Armstrong, and he was arrested over the weekend after a family game of Monopoly turned violent. So the family was together maybe for the holidays. They were doing some drinking and playing the game, and this man started to fight with his stepfather. And they knocked the game board over, they knocked furniture over, they were very upset, and then they took the fight outside. And at some point, the man got some sort of cut on his head, and he responded by pulling out a gun and chasing his stepfather, his sister, down the street. He did fire a shot, but he fired it into the ground, so nobody was struck by a bullet. But he was arrested with assault to deadly weapon.
Just play Monopoly.
Yeah.
You get to pick your,
Yeah. I'm normally simple. You're true. I'm good, yeah. What are you, John? With a horse?
The cowboy boot or the cowboy hat?
Like, I'm not even familiar with those. What dogs? There's something I like. I like how that's
this in your hand.
Metallica is stopping to play 2 shows in November of next year as part of their M72 World Tour. So they're going to be playing at Ford Field on November 10th and the 12th. And they're calling the shows No Repeat Weekend because they're going to do 2 completely different shows on both days. They're going to have different set lists and they're going to play completely different songs every single time. There's going to be 2 different opening acts as well. So people, 1 ticket can get you into both shows. But like you brought up, eventually you can buy a ticket for 1 show. But
I'm not a huge Metallica fan, so I wouldn't go. But I just think the premise is unbelievable.
Very cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
For acts that have tons of material, it's great.
And a Friday, Sunday, I mean, that's really nice weekend.
For sure, because Lions will be on that Sunday.
No, but I think neither is Michigan. They play Penn State that weekend. So you can catch Metallica Friday night at the Happy Valley. Come back, catch Metallica Sunday night.
good. They're not. Dwayne Johnson is giving back to a store that he used to steal from as a teen. So on Monday he shared, I know when I heard that I was like, oh my gosh, what's he stealing or what did he used to steal? Not really that big of a deal, but it's pretty cool. So on Monday he shared a story from his childhood and he said that he had stolen a king-size Snickers bar from a 7-Eleven when he was 14 years old. He needed a pre-workout meal, so he grabbed the Snickers and went to the gym. And over on social media, he said that the same clerk was there every single day when he was a kid. He used to go and would always turn their head when he walked in. Like they knew he was going to take a Snickers, but didn't ever actually do anything. So as a form of payback to the store, he bought every Snickers bar there and then left them for everyone who needed a snack. And then he also picked up the tab for all the people who were waiting to buy something inside the store.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, thank you very much, Heather. Coming up next, we'll talk to Michigan head football coach Jim Harbaugh. 97 won the ticket.
The Black Friday sales event is on at Galliani's Van Dyke Dodge. Our huge new and used inventory are all marked down with huge discounts. Brand new 22 Dodge Durango GTs now leased for $233 a month for 24 months. This is a 7-passenger all-wheel drive Dodge Durango, just $233 a month. 22 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with 20-inch wheels, now $249 per month. A Ram Bighorn 4x4, just $249 a month. Loaded with used Rams and are making deals for the best selection, price, and sales experience. You gotta go to Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ram, Metro Detroit's largest Dodge dealer on Van Dyke Avenue and 11 Mile, just north of 696. Or go to VanDykeDodge.com. Sale ends this month, so hurry in and drive the new Durango 7-passenger from $233 a month or a well-equipped Ram 4x4 for $249 a month. Only at Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ram, Metro Detroit's largest Dodge dealer for a reason. Lease for 39 months, both for factory employee discount, with loyalty at $39.95 to signing, all due dates to deliver.
This moment is brought to you by Mega Millions. You're 6 numbers away from your moment.
The health insurance industry is constantly changing, whether you're a business owner, an individual, or maybe you're on Medicare. Take the guesswork out of choosing the best health insurance. Call my agent, Mike Papura. He'll see if you qualify for a subsidy and show you a variety of options, including the least expensive one, guaranteed. Over 30 years in the business, don't leave your health insurance needs to the amateurs. Call my guy, Mike Papura, 877-734-2200 or NBPHealth.com. National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
You've heard me talk about USA Insulation and how warm it keeps your home. But what did their customers say?
After USA Insulation came in and put the foam in, we noticed almost immediately the following month it was about a $40 decrease in our bill. The following month after that, it was around $50, $55. So we started seeing results almost immediately after they put the insulation in.
Before I got USA Insulation, my gas bills in the winter were around $300. Now I haven't broke 100 yet.
My bills were consistently low. It was always warm and comfortable, and it was never anything I ever had to think about again.
Oh, I tell everybody that they should. If you want to save money on your power bills, get USA Insulation. It makes a huge difference.
Call now for a $500 early bird discount to get your home ready for winter. 800-USA-FOAM or USAinsulation.net. That's 800-USA-FOAM or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you can't stop, there's Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub sends powerful medicated Vicks vapors right to the source of your... so you can experience cough relief and breathe easier. Generations of families have trusted Vicks VapoRub to help relieve the worst cold symptoms. So next time you have a cough, reach for the Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub. Cough relieving is believing.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Pepera of National Benefit Plan. For affordable health insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
Unparalleled insight and opinions for all of the weekend NFL action. Kick off with Boomer and Valenti Sunday mornings at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket.
We're joined here on the Stoney Jansen program, the head coach of the Big Ten Eastern Division champion Michigan Wolverines, Jim Harbaugh. How are you? You can't be nobody can be as good as you right now.
Who's got it better than us?
Yeah.
Nobody.
I know. I mean, hell, even I'm happy.
Well, the only people that could possibly have it better than us are future us. if we keep at it, keep it going. Yeah, just a great thrill of winning, great thrill of victory. Wonderful feeling of winning.
I want to ask you about, we debated on the air, what was the most important play? Was it the key play? So without going through each one, because there's so many, if you were to pick one key play in that football game, which would it be?
That's really tough. I mean, it's like
your children.
Well, yeah, your children, or if you're a carpenter, what's the most important tool? Is it a hammer? Is it a saw? Is it a screwdriver? It's it'd be tough. I mean, Cornelius Johnson, the one that really got us going, and then he kept us going too. I mean, that two huge plays he made. JJ's touchdown was big. The one he ran in. That was huge. The throws he made. Mozzie Smith had his best game. I mean, talk about consistency over. Played the most plays he's ever played. Got the most pressure on the quarterback. 4 tackles. Great play by Rayshon Benny.
Yeah.
To tackle C.J. Stroud, and as C.J.'s going down, flips the ball to his receiver, but Rayshon is hustling and torques him a little bit, and the ball goes a little wide, deflects right into the arms of Taylor Upshaw, who also made that huge play. Mikey Samersdale.
That was the one.
Two PBUs in the end zone. That both those plays saved touchdowns. It's both saved 4 points. Makes him kick a field goal. That was a phenomenal play as he's running in coverage and just patiently waited for the hands to go up, the ball to come into the hands, and then timed it just beautifully and perfect. It was so many. I mean, Rod Moore, he was all over the field the entire game. The one specific play, because he had 3 tackles and 3 assists, and maybe the biggest one was not even reacting. Okay, throw the flag after he got head-butted. Just great discipline by him. The throw by Kalel Mullins and the catch by Luke Schoonmaker. So many. Makari Page, Donovan Edwards.
Yes.
Now, definitely, I don't know what my favorite play of the game was, but my favorite line of the game after the game in the post-game interviews when they asked Donovan, Mr. Edwards, tell us about that long run. Tell us about the long run. And he said,
Which one?
Well, okay. So you
And second would be J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Hey, this is nice.
yeah.
This is all right. This is all good, but we have more work to do.
So talking about Donovan and the key play, one of the most, I think, underrated plays of that game, and I want to ask you how you had the cojones to do it. It's 4th and 1 at your own 34, and you decide to go for it deep in your territory, give the ball to Donovan, he gets the first down. I mean, that was huge because a few plays later, that's the Loveland touchdown. I mean, if they stop you there, the chances are they're going to score, and the game takes a different tone. What gave you the, I don't know, cojones to actually make that call?
In between series, I had a good talk with the offensive line and coaches Weiss and Moore, and because we had got stopped on a 3rd and 1 and decided not to go for the 4th and 1. And just trying to figure out the next time we're 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 for that matter, what are we going to do? We had 2 different plays that we liked, and the offensive line was moving the defensive line. We just had the gaps shot on us on that first 3rd and 1. But the offensive line is what convinced me. They said, Coach, we'll call it next time we're in it. Go with the play. We just gotten stopped on the 3rd and 1. I think they took that personally that they were stopped. So that's the one we rolled with, and our guys did move them off the ball, and Dono hit it, and just trusted them.
I do want to ask you about a couple of other under-the-radar plays, and it kind of just goes to how it takes all 11 guys, how it takes the discipline, and it was Jalen Harrell on the 4th down. He's covering the tight end on the play-action pass, and he causes an incompletion. Braden McGregor,
Could have been the play of the game.
Could have been the play of the game. 3rd and 3, Braden McGregor. The bats down a ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you go through that film, and from start to finish, there are moments where every guy stepped up. Have you ever been a part of a game where it literally took every guy that you took down to Columbus to step up and make plays?
Yeah, I have been a part of that, and it was it's a beautiful thing when it occurs that way, and you have a locker room of heroes. We weren't looking for 1 or 2. We were looking for a whole team of heroes, and we got it. We talk about guys that played their best game of their career. Nothing makes me more happy and excited about that. But you're right, the Jalen Harrell play, huge play. Bray McGregor he's on the verge. He is on the cusp of real stardom, and he's just gone about his business, worked through some adversity, and but here to let you know he's the next one. And I got to talk about Colston Loveland, not because it was a play of the game, but he did catch a pass that went for a touchdown. So he caught the pass, goes into the end zone, and without celebration he starts sprinting back to our sideline because he knows he's in our kickoff. So it's about 30 yards. He's got to come back from that end zone all the way back to our kick line. And we were like, go, we got it. Yeah, we got you. Take a blow. We'll get somebody else in there in your kickoff spot. He's like, okay.
Still doesn't know how good he is, does he? Still no clue. You gotta love those young guys.
Oh, man, the longer it takes you to figure that out, the better off he'll be. So another play you might remember, JJ scrambled out, just kind of overthrew Colston because he was double covered. It was a good throwaway and a safe place to put the ball. But the ball is 50, 55, 60 yards downfield. Colston immediately puts his foot in the ground, sprints back because he's on punt team. There's a lot of guys that would be going, Coach, I need a blow, tap the top of their helmet, do some crazy stuff like that. Mike Barrett's the same way. Had 11 tackles in the game, played 75 snaps. Doesn't even think about missing a special teams rep on punt or anything else. It's it's a whole locker room of heroes and guys that they play for each other, they win for each other, they play as a team. It's the one of the most phenomenal things to
to be a part of.
The Mullins play, the pass. I heard it was never even repped. Did you, when you ran him?
We got repped in practice.
Okay.
He got repped.
Okay.
Yeah, he got repped because Blake was he was doing everything he could all
Right.
week to get on the field, but we still didn't know, and that's his play. So we auditioned the other running backs to see who could throw. Khalil probably had about 3 or 4 reps in live practice.
When you ran him on the short yardage that he got stopped, did you say, well, we're doing that to set this up because they'll think if we do it again, he's going to run the ball? You think that far in advance? You know what I'm saying? Because there was a play earlier in the game where he got stopped.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that to set it up for later, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, that was part of the discussion. I mean, they had everybody, within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
That's good coaching.
So we knew that. Well, that was a pretty obvious one. I can't take a deep, long bow for that one. I mean, it was an obvious call, but it's still like, is he gonna execute this? But that was the 3rd and 1 stop. And then we came back on 4th and 1 and ran the same play with Donovan running it, and then we came back the 3rd time, and that's when we ran the pass. The funny thing, as Paul Harvey would say, and only you and me probably know who.
I know Paul Harvey.
You know Paul Harvey?
The rest of the story.
The rest of the story. So the rest of the story is, after the game in the locker room, I'm just telling him great job and everything, and it comes to my attention that he never even saw Scooney. So he took the handoff from JJ, ran up into the line like we told him to do, take 2 or 3 steps and then throw it. But when he looked for Luke, he couldn't find him. He couldn't see him. So I go, what the heck did you do? He said, I just threw it for the area. I go, well, that's really good. That's really good. That's really good thing because it would have been disaster had he not. At least he gave us a chance. And then Scooney stopped, put his foot in the ground, came back for the ball, was a little underthrown, and had he hit him in stride, it would have been a touchdown. But it really worked out better that it was just a first down because we were able to take another 4 or 5 minutes off the clock and then scored with JJ going into the end zone.
By the way, see what happens when you throw the deep ball?
Good things.
Good things happen, yeah.
So you just do it all the time.
If you want to take the bow, Stoney will gladly take the bow for you.
No, I would never say throw it all the time. But the guys got open. It was effective. People saw what.
Yeah. Our receivers really attacked it, and put the ball in the money, and they were very conscious of catching the ball. Catch the ball. I mean, a lot of times the receivers, any receiver, I mean, they think about yak, yards after the catch. Got to get that yak. We need yak. What we need is to catch the ball, and that's something that Greg Harden, who we love dearly, that's a point that he made actually to our receivers, this week. Great coaching point, and they took it to heart and not only caught the ball but got some yak as well. And we could talk a long time about this.
Yeah.
We got to get on to Purdue.
Well, I do want to ask you about
biggest
Purdue,
game in the world.
The only people that could be have it better than us right now is our future selves. The future selves